Shalom, shalom.
Hallelujah.
Hey, first and foremost, as always, we like to give all honor and glory to
Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH.
double honors to our apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, who rule well, teach on the sound doctrine, and strong shalom to the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and the rest of the large multitude of men, women, and children that the Lord will have mercy on in these perilous times, perilous meaning dangerous, that we living in and we currently approaching, bro. You know, because contrary to popular belief, there will be a large multitude of men, women, and children that's also a part of those believers, that elect number that the Lord was coming to save, man. You know, shalom, man. It was just a news article. Hey, somebody look up the dude, I forget his name, Don or something. I think it's Don. He's the governor of the Indian Central Bank. His name like one of them Indian names, so it's like long and shit. So his name is Dr. bear with me, Bob Shaw. Shah Tikana God. Yeah. God. You know what I'm saying? That guy. He's the governor over the central bank in India, man. You know, and see if he just pronounced something. It's a article. Look up the digital. Now remember, he's the governor of the central bank. So he just pronounced that the digital, something going into the digital system. I can't remember exactly the wording, but he just declared that that's the way to go. Like he don't see no other way but the money going into the digital aspect of things. Now, like I said, mind you, he's the governor over the central bank, and we understand. Matter of fact, and then when we'll somebody get central bank, like look at what a central bank is. It says Dr. Cantor Das summarize progress towards the potential launch of a digital repute as part of a wide-ranging speech at a RBI conference in Bengaluru, describing the topic of CBDC as having dominated recent policy discourse for central banks across the globe. The RBI stands for I forgot what that stands for, but that's short for the name of the bank or in India. I know the I thing. I think the I stands for India. But yeah, you see, so yeah, Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India. Now we know India is a large population. China is a large population. Like Apostle Tahar said, China is used as like a forefront for pushing new systems and new ideas. And they have a mass population where, okay, if this is successful with all these amounts of people and how we structured it, well, we know it's going to be a success here in America, you know. So China is right now, in a sense, leading in technology. You know, they already got the social credit score system set up. You know, the whole CBDC concept is being pushed in these countries, right? Where it's massive amounts of people, man. All right, and that's coming here to America because like I said, you got that word central bank.
I got it. I got it in the chat GPT too. This is central bank in the chat GPT. It says a central bank is a financial institution that serves as the authority responsible for managing a country's currency. Monetary.
It says serves as the authority
responsible for managing a country. A central bank is a financial institution that serves as the authority responsible for managing a country's currency.
Right. So the central banks manage the country's currency, and the central banks are over the smaller banks. They issue out loans to the smaller banks, and like I mentioned earlier, it's something called zombie stores. These zombie stores, when Islam Simic first hit, these pop-up stores, a lot of them be backed by loans. They're not fully like established like how you would think. Even a lot of these so-called stores like a Target or like name brand stores, a lot of them stores franchise. Those be franchises, and a lot of those don't be fully like paid off. They be having to pay into those loans that they started those franchises with. So they what happened was when them zombie stores, they called that would be called a zombie store because they saw a lot of them stores closed down when a lot of those banks closed down. And that was all systematically designed because, like bro is reading, he's reading the definition of a central bank. A central bank is the one who gave that bank the loan. Well, that bank also too is in debt to that central bank. So they still owe. So the point is that that zombie store and that bank, that the bank that issued out the loan to them zombie stores, they both closed. Which is now you could take out less of the middleman, and it could go directly to the one who's in dominance anyways, which is the central banks. And who's the central banks ran by? The Rothschild family. They attack those central banks because those central banks. I think
That's why they said.
Hey.
That's what Rothschild. That's why one of the Rothschilds said, give me control of a nation's money.
Myron Rothschild,
yeah. And he cared not who makes the rules.
Yep. Makes the laws. Yep. I'm coming back.
It says there are around 222 central banks in the world. Some major central banks include, it says, yeah, some major central banks include Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Chicago, San Francisco. It says there's 12 reserve banks and 24 branches.
Right. You got 12 reserve banks and 222 central banks. Right. They're all in agreement with each other. And like you said, bro, the cities are major cities. Those are major cities in the U.S. They say New York too.
Yeah.
See, New York is the heart of the capital of America. You know. Yeah, yo,
break it down. What you going into? It says responsible for managing a country's current monetary policy and financial stability. It operates independently or under government oversight to ensure the smooth functioning of the economy. It said key roles of a central bank include issuing currency. It says issuing currency. Central banks control the supply of country's currency and ensure stability. Monetary policy implementation. They use tools like interest rates, open market operations, and reserve requirements to influence inflation, employment, and economic growth.
Right. Right. And that's what we're about to go into with the idemia. Because don't that sound familiar? Idemia. Right, this devil ain't slick, bro. We see right through all that shit, bro. Like nigga, we see the wordplay, we see all the trickery and witchery, wizardry that you you know what I'm saying, you conveying, bro.
Yep. And that's beautiful too, because I was just watching a lesson before here. I was watching the elder brother Jeremiah in Chicago, and he was saying the title of the lesson was like, nah, it's over. Because these Edomites also see that this economy is crashing. They see that Babylon is getting ready to fall. Mystery Babylon. You know what I'm saying? So they see that this place is getting ready to fall. What? Due to the currency. Because like you said, you got these rich nations, they left off on the dollar. They left off on these things that they understand is crumbling. You know what I'm saying? Like even like how high, like in the definition, talk about inflation. It's hard for people to live out here right now. It's hard for them to manage. You know what I'm saying? With the prices of everything being so high and all these things, you can't afford it.
Yep. And that's systematically designed.
Yep, that's right.
Because it was all to cut out the middleman, like we said, on everything, including the middle class. Mm-hmm. Once you take out the middle class is really the ones that keep the infrastructure afloat.
That's right.
So now what they doing is they transition to right, the scripture talk, we get that precept about the laborers or mad. I'm talking about the laborers. That goes into the workers. Mm-hmm. And yeah, the wicked, for the laborers, the water. And we know now. So now you got what? Rich and poor.
Yep, that's right.
That's what you had in the Roman Empire, the plebeians and the patricians.
Yep.
That was governing those two classes. You didn't have one governing the middle class. You had plebeian, patrician, rich, poor. You see, that's what that's how they can keep a more of a dominant control and a monetary crisp surveillance on the population and the civilians. Bro.
It show you too. It all lines up with prophecy. Because it show you that's why they're gonna try to issue out that tiny technology, because that's what the scripture say. He said whether they be rich or poor.
Right, get that, bro. Yeah. Yup. What you got?
Job chapter 20, verse 22. It says, "In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be Start at 20. Start at 19.
This is Job 20 and 19.
Start at 18.
Job 20 and 18. It says, that which he labored for shall be restored. And
Right, because if I can make mention too, a lot of these different insurance companies, it was built off of slavery. A lot of these different banks and different businesses that Esau thrive off of, they started off slavery, man. So this devil, he did wickedness to reap. His labor was in wickedness, man,
Yup.
to reap all these riches,
Yup.
right? Using the power of the sword.
Yup.
The
Yeah, you got the stock market.
stock market.
Yup, the stock market is a big thing when it comes to everything you see.
Economics.
Once the stock market crashed, the economy crashed. You know, the stock market, the first stock market was the slaves, like bro was saying, your brother Shamoria is saying. You know, they were trading Israel back and forth for growth and financial growth, and and so forth and so forth.
On Wall Street.
Yep.
That was all. It all started from slavery, man.
It says that which Job 20:18, that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein.
All right, hold on. This devil got the whole world in this possession. So that means he's gonna have to give all of that back. Everything that he's gotten through his wickedness, all the resources, different land masses, right? It's gonna all get restored back into the Israelites once we get placed back in our rulership, man. All right, even especially these different land masses that this devil went over and basically colonized, I'll say, because these different land masses have resources in them that benefit those people, man, in that land. Which really, it all belongs to us, really. The scriptures talk about how the world was created for our sakes, man. So Esau, he's gonna have to dominate all that back up. Even the different artifacts of history that you got, right? Different stuff that belong from time past. That's all that belongs to Israel, man. The true Israelites.
Y'all going into it's all roads lead to the MOTB. He wants the MOTB. He want everybody to be seated, as they say it time and time again, because they want to be able to have 100% control over the people, because they understand that to be in heaven, on earth, to rule in the kingdom, you got to have subjects, you got to have slaves. But guess what? The slaves, he trying to enslave the whole world, but eventually the whole world's gonna be slaves to the nation of Israel.
That's the whole purpose. Because real quick, if I can, you got it right back. Just a quick hit. Sirach 34 and 21. The bread of the needy is their life. He that defraudeth him thereof is a man of blood. So that's how they do what they doing, exist, how they existing, thriving, how they thriving. Because the bread of the needy is their life. They flourish off the, like you said, off the backs of Israel. Because Israel, anytime Israel was in captivity, the kingdom flourished. The kingdom was at its best. It was at its height. It was at its peak of dominance from an economic standpoint, to a military standpoint, to from a philosophy and doctrine standpoint. Because Israel, that's we joke about it, but truthfully, like we watch the NBA and different sports, bro. Probably I won't be surprised if over 95% of everybody in the NBA was Jake's, because Jake or any of these entertainment things, because Jake uphold the system. Without Jake, ain't none of this. Ain't none of that. You see, ain't no salts or nothing. That's Isaiah 65. They keep the table of that truth furnished with all type of shit, niggas coming to the table and eating all that,
If I could add just to support your point, a little factual history, and if I'm not mistaken, a brother could research it for me. Go into when was the Great Depression? When was the Great Depression over with?
And if I may too, before you get there for the brother, like that's what the scripture says. Like the other mercy going into it, said flee out of the midst of her. Like you said, that don't mean go get passports and shit. It's just like that. Don't be partakers of the society. Don't partake in the shit that they setting up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all for your demise. Because as you see these prices go up, you still got Jake trying to you still got Jake trying to hold on to a certain way of life. You still got people trying to hold on to that American dream when they see this bitch crashing. Because the more things inflate, the more they taxing the people. Going back to the point, how these motherfuckers, they got everything in their hand. Like they taxing, like, because that's even in the scriptures.
Brothers going to it oftentimes. Like, that's what they were doing in the temple. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, you made my house a den of thieves. Like it was a shortage on things. They jacking up the prices on shit. You feel what I'm saying? Things that Jake needed for the feast and shit like that. So that's what they doing now. And in these latter times, they jacking up the prices on every fucking thing, straining and making it hard for people to survive while they keep waxing fat.
It's getting harder to keep certain feast days. Like you said, the price is good.
Yeah.
Like the dollar is getting it's going away. You know, it's the price of it, the value of it is going, it's being the window, or how you say it, dwindling, right? It's waxing worse and worse.
Yep.
So with that being said, yeah, that will have an effect on everything, bro. That's how you know the Lord is closer, because we ain't gonna be keeping the feast days here soon. You know, and we, you know, a lot of stuff ain't gonna be happening amongst the brotherhood because of the times we ain't got it. Go ahead. You don't see that, though?
Google, it says from 1929 to 1941, the longest and deepest downturn in the history of the United States and the modern industrial economy lasted more than a decade, beginning in 1929 and ending during the World War II in 1941.
Right.
So the point being was this shit almost lasted a decade, man. All right, and this was called the Great Depression, right? And it ended near the time of World War II. Now, after that time period, you had something called the Harlem Renaissance, where that was a time period where Jake was starting to incline and coming to a point of classical arts, and you know, a whole different rebirth for Jake. It was a rebirth for Jake, man, right? And that was supporting the fact what you said with how Jake, Israel, is used to prepare that table for that truth to keep Babylon going. Right. Here it is, a Great Depression. America just coming out of great ass depression, right? And World War II is going on, all these different things. America is finally starting to get back on its feet economically. And now you have this rebirth for Jake. You have this Renaissance period. So what did that do? That helped Esau get back on his feet economically and financially. Yeah. With Esau, with Jake trying to rebirth. Now you had this thing called ragtime, swing time, where you got Jake and all these different all these different clubs, like the Cotton Club. You had the Cotton Club, right? And that was so big. Esau was making money off Jake. Jake was the musical. You had Langston Hughes, all these different Jakes coming out famous off of this different time period, just supporting your point of how the Lord always had Jake being used to keep America on this leg, man. But this time it's not gonna be like that. This time, the scriptures say what? Once the second woe passed and the third woe cometh quickly. With that second woe coming, the Great Depression was going on, all this different shit was going on. You even had the money was worth nothing. The cash paper was worth nothing. You had a picture of a little girl. She was sitting on like a fat ass stack of money, you know, during that time period. It's a picture of a little Edomite girl. So the point being is, every time Esau in America reaches a downfall or a motherfucking shambles, they always depend on Jake to bounce back economically, man. And that's what they gonna do with this MOTB.
Well, actually, they ain't even gonna depend on Jake. That's why I say, because it ain't really yet. The hand of the wicked will be upon him. They know that the people no longer keep going for their bullshit. That's why they trying to bring in the AI to replace the people.
Because eventually, like you said, increase. Why? Because the scriptures tell you knowledge should be increased, right? Because the prophets came on the scene. So what that did was it turned the world. See, it flipped the world. It's turning the world right side up. So that means that the wisdom is on a higher level. Is the frequency is going out here, so everybody has some form of the truth. See. Like you said, so now you got to bring it in a system, which was always the goal anyways. They just had to come up with, they had to get the technology to do so. Because if they had the technology back then, bro, they would have been trying to accomplish this plan. You know?
And I just felt like, I just want to add, because I felt like that's beautiful, because it all ties to now, like you said, all those things led up to the World War II. It's the same thing. Now all these things are, like the scripture say, no new thing under the sun. All these things are happening again in our time, and it's headed up to what? World War III. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you seeing, like the brother say, he mentioned the labor, because like Brother Yahweh mentioned, So now you starting to see all these people complaining about the labor. Hell, just yesterday, one of our elders was in the chat talking about certain shit with the labor. That's because they put such a workload on Jake, especially with they little holidays that they celebrating right now. It's a high supply and demand right now. You feel what I'm saying? But it's even then it's still going to intensify, you know, outside of the holidays because of the prices and things that people need. They're starting to make everything scarce. You feel what I'm saying? That's why you had those workers at the ports complaining. You know what I'm saying? You see, now we near in the time where it's gonna come up again with the ports because they had an agreement until January. So now it's time to see if they have no recent agreement. If not, then those port workers are gonna stop going to work. Like the brother said, that's why they had to come up with the technology because those fucking robots ain't gonna fucking complain. Go ahead, you got it.
Even if they come to an agreement, at some point the automation gonna take over.
Yep.
That's the whole point. Props Elon Musk, he gonna get a form of that out. He see it now. You see robot dog, cop dogs. They turning homes and shit.
They got them in jails. They got them in jails in Georgia. They got robots monitoring to the prisoners in jail.
Right. Yeah. And you still got shit. You got the MOTV in the stores. You got the technology for that in stores.
Yeah, they tap your phone to pay. That's a prelude to tap your hand to pay.
Yeah. See, they got that in motherfucking Whole Foods.
Yeah. Amazon Go, Walmart, get, you know, these CVS's and Walgreens.
The brother Shamar, you mentioned the gas stations. The gas station got it.
Shit, bro. The gas station brought out the sheets. When you go to sheet, any sheets. Sheets got the technology on the pump. You know, you don't need nothing. Just put the shit up to the thing and it. No, there you go. Go ahead, bro. Go back into that. You got a preset? Go back to that.
Job 20:19. This is because he hath oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house.
Violently taken away a house,
which he buildeth not.
but he build it not. The bread of the needy is their life. The same thing to say in Job 24. You know, he removed the landmark.
Yeah.
He violently take away the flocks.
Yeah.
You know. So this is the man of blood who we dealing with. You know, and this system is backed by blood. Like, this is blood money this man dealing with, man. You know, we playing with blood money, man. And you niggas is gloating on blood money. You know, it's just a continual cycle of blood money, man. And you niggas is willing to keep the system going by blood money with the blood money because you sacrifice your own people to just to keep getting that personal Esau, man. Go ahead, you got something?
It's Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 9. Verse 9 says, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. He was going into how basically they acquired this land. They built up this land off the blood, sweat, and tears of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American man over the past hundreds of years. So that's them getting that evil covetousness to their house, because it was all for the sake of some satisfying their desire. But it tell you how his desire is as hell earlier in the chapter. So truly they can't be satisfied. But the whole time it said woe unto them, because eventually his brothers going into these devils, they're gonna have to pay all of that back. And also said that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Because they doing all this like they gonna have a chance to escape the judgment of YAHWASHI.
Right. You just had this wicked ass holiday, Thanksgiving and shit. Right? Motherfuckers was a lot of people don't celebrate that shit no more. You know, a lot of people is not fucking with that shit because now you got this woke age, this, that, and the third. Well, now we reached the month of Hanukkah. Now we're in the month of Hanukkah. And if you really tapped in spiritually, you will see how the holy day Hanukkah combats Thanksgiving. Because Thanksgiving was a victory over how Esau conquered the northern tribes and basically got this land by way of wickedness. All right, but what was Hanukkah about? Hanukkah is about how we overcame the heathen to basically continue and keeping our heritage, man. You know, so hey, what's that? It's gonna show you how eventually Jake is gonna get the victory, man, over these fucking heathens. That's what we here telling you people, man. That Jake is not gonna be down forever. Esau not gonna be ruling forever. All right, shit. The Second Ezra 6:9, man. No, after Jacob ruled, after the end of Esau, Jacob is the beginning that follows.
You get Job 5.
So like you finish that up? Yeah.
Job chapter 20 and verse 20, it says, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not say of that which he desired.
Right.
Quietness, let's talk about, because when you eat, your food got to settle. Then once you settle, that's when you relax, you get your rest. So basically what it's saying is they're not going to be able to get no rest. They're not going to be able to relax because they feel like this the only way they're going to be able to relax is if you own nothing and be happy. Well, in the version of them trying to accomplish that feat, the Lord is going to return and he's going to disappoint they enterprises.
Right. Then this devil, he has this thought that he's going to rule in the kingdom of heaven as well. That he's going to rule and do all this wickedness on earth, and then once kingdom of heaven is probably be established, he feel like his people is going to be the ones in superior and ruling superior, man. Like he gonna just have both rulership on both lives, on both sides.
Right. Once the destruction happens, nigga gonna merge from the ashes. Like, bro.
Their houses are going to continue to burn. Yep, that's right.
Job 20 and 20 says, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly, he shall not say of that which he desires. There shall none of his people left, therefore shall no man look for his goods, before his goods.
There's going to be a translation of kingdoms. They say that's not right there because the unrighteous dealers, injuries and riches got by the sea. That's everything that the self-proclaimed white man has done to obtain his riches that he has today. It said for those very reasons, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So that's why I said, there shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods, because he ain't going to have shit left to his name.
Verse 23, it says, like in verse 22, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Right, just like Tom and Nero, that nigga was fulfilling a certain whatever he was trying to fulfill, but in reality, Rome went ablaze. That same thing gonna happen again with Nero again. He talking about make America great again. That's built. That's he got Elon Musk on his cabinet. Hey, Rome ain't gonna fall this time. Dr. Oz pushing the MOTV like Dr. Oz. Like
come on, man.
This sound crazy as hell, don't it?
Not even no real doctor, man. See, that's the point. All of this shit is for show and gimmicks, man. They put these different people in front of you, give them a platform so these people can feel like I can trust and confide in these people. They care about my well-being and safety. When the whole time they doing all of this wickedness behind closed doors, behind the curtain, man.
Bro, the whole concept of the whole concept of his structure is a joke, like you're saying, because when you go into the Maccabees, when the Romans changed the concept of how the Senate was presented, went from monarch to how being voted in and so forth like that. That you instantly like this nigga's a joke because now this nigga got Vince McMahon's wife in his cabinet. Trump. He could go down the street and get the owner of Pizza Hut and put him on his cabinet. Now you got this nigga, the owner of Pizza Hut. He's setting laws and regulations. That's a joke. Why is it a joke? Because in the past we would have things structured based off historical and family experience. The ones that came into power came from what? The ones that was before the rules actually already ruled, and they already had the training, establishment, and so forth, man. So this whole concept of how this nigga has been moving, even from that time with the Romans all the way up to now, even the Greeks, right? But mainly when the Romans set that whole system up, even to now, bro, it shows you that this nigga is not fit to rule, bro. He just come out of nowhere with a bunch of shit. He came out of nowhere with his dollar. He come up out of nowhere with his rules and regulations on the spot. Yeah. Like everything is just like spontaneous with this man. He has no order. Yeah, he just everywhere, bro. Like what is like he ain't got no structure. He said the scripture talking about how he's not he's not to be a judge. He's not damn, how I go? Yeah, go ahead. Finish that. All right, fine.
20 and 23 says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Right, and that's in the fullness of his sufficiency. That's when people is lining up to get to see hips. That's when,
That's when you got all hell and chaos breaking loose within the streets. All right, that's when you got basically all those goals that Esau planned on fulfilling. When you look up the Agenda 2023, or Slocky, Agenda 2025, all those goals that he got there, when those are being checked off, check, check, check. That's in the fullness of Esau's sufficiency, man. That's when the Lord is going to cast him down and disappoint him, right? That's when the Lord's going to start doing what? He's going to start putting the spirit on these the Carmanians, like it's saying Second Esdras, what, the 16th, was that the 15th chapter? The 15th chapter, right? When he talks about those different Arab nations, or a mixture of those different Ishmael and Elam, different of those different nations. When the Lord roused them up and they started getting down on his ass, invading this place, sending nukes on this place. When the Lord lift up North Korea, when the Lord lift up China and Iran, and they start to become an alliance, right? When the Lord lift up these BRICS nations, not only that, when the Lord lift up the prophets and give them what spiritual power, certain things, man. When he can't chop off the prophets' heads, the shit not work. Certain things not working. You know what I mean? His witchcraft, he can't go and do his witchcraft and talk to the left hand spirits. When he can't do that shit no more, that's when he's being casted down, man. You know what I'm saying? When he's in it, when he's in his bunkers, and now you got angelic men in their power, in their glory, and angelic bodies. YAHWASHI come back, crack the clouds. He gonna have to stop fighting the other nations. They're gonna have to come to a realization and fight YAHWASHI, man, the angels. That's when he's gonna be casted down, man. When all of those troops and all of the armies, the Navy, the Space Force, right, and the Air Force, and all of these, the Marines, they're gonna have to hurry up and go to the motherfucking Middle East, man. Man, it's an emergency. Everybody flock to everybody go to the Middle East. And they already, hurry up, secure the borders. That's when the Esau is gonna be casted down, man. On Friday.
Yeah.
It's Job chapter 5, starting at verse 11. It says, to set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety. If that's what the Lord is about to do. It said to set up on high those that be low. Those that be low is talking about the nation of Israel, beginning with the elect. Going back to what I said earlier, it's going to be a translation of kingdoms, because right now that was the one that's on high, but now they're going to be brought very low. And it says that those which mourn may be exalted to safety, because as long as the wicked is ruling, except proclaimed white man, beginning with the wicked elite bankers, nobody is safe. But mainly the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American man, they not safe. Even though they trust in the system, they voting for Trump and so on and so forth, they still not safe. But it says, verse 12, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Right, the Lord is going to disappoint the height of Esau's NWO, because he like we all know he's going to get some of it off, pursuant to Revelation 13. It's going to be a transferring of you're gonna see us the system. Yeah, he wrote about it right now. It's gonna be a shift pretty soon. You know, that's what they preparing for. Until 2025, man. Yo, it's about to be a hell of a year, bro. We're at that midpoint, bro. You know, we at that midpoint, bro. Like past the midpoint, bro. Like Apostle Ramna said, bro. We're approaching this end of the sixth Trump, man. And we know between the 6th and 7th Trump, the elect is gonna be being out of here, bro. You know, so we're approaching salvation, which means we're approaching destruction for our enemy. The crafty, the Lord said, the crafty are the Edomites. They have the same spirit going back to the serpent in the Garden of Eden, right? That one of it says, he was the serpent, Nakash. He was more subtle, right? Then he beast of the field, and like Elder Yashua always said, that's how you know it's not talking about a goddamn snake, because a snake is not a beast. But anyways, I digress. People crazy. That he was a wizard, man. He was a wizard, man. You know, and that's, you see the same spirit here today doing the same shit, man. Playing on the minds of the people. But the Lord said He's going to disappoint His enterprise, right? His devices, His plans, right? His plots and persuasions. You know, this is a plot and a plan. This is something He's been meditating on decades ago. That's a plot. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, but really, when the beast came into power and so forth like that, that when the beast came on the scene, it emerged the plan, it furthered the plan of world domination for the Edomite.
Yep.
And he further went into how he was going to do it as knowledge increased and so forth, pursuing to the tiny technology, going back to the 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
You got it. What you gonna say?
I was gonna say this is a book by I believe Albert Pike.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
it. That's it.
based off a letter that he wrote or that was wrote to him. But basically, it was called "Saints Angels Exposed."
Yeah.
And that letter, it was written during the early 1800s. And that show you the back of what they were saying. Like they've been had this in the works because we read into that book and they going into the letter. It tell you how they said they would obtain world domination based off of the three world wars. So they tell you exactly how the wars will play out and what will come afterwards and so on and so forth. But they've been had this in the works. They've been had this because I'm going to read the word for enterprise, and the blue letter is H8454. The Hebrew word is Yahawashaya. Yahawashaya. It says wisdom, sound knowledge, success. Okay, it says sound or efficient wisdom, which they quote unquote sound wisdom is what? The science, trusting in the technology.
That's it. That's it. Because Elon Musk just said this is new. He just said he said like he don't see what do you say? He don't see us surviving out without being merged with machines. You know, that's the devil's mindset. Like he think that the Lord, when he said it was good, it wasn't good. So he look, I gotta come on. That's what this is. He's playing God. He created his own species, created his own earth, his own dietary law. He created his own, you know what I'm saying? That's everything the Lord did. He just redid everything.
Yeah.
The machine, he got his own elect, you know what I'm saying? And so forth and so forth. Right.
I don't say, and I go back to that quote that you sent, that Elon Musk said when he said, in 3 years, he said AI is gonna be smarter than the smartest human, along those lines.
Exactly what
and they show you that in these different movies. You know, in the movie Upgrade with the AI was called STEM, and the whole time that he was behind the whole plot of the whole movie. The AI was behind the whole plot of the whole movie, and it's like that with the movie Afraid too.
Bro, yes. Bro, shit, they show you, bro. They show you on small levels with the chat GPT shit. Bro, this shit crazy as fuck, bro. You can type anything in fucking chat GPT, bro. It's gonna give you a direct breakdown of what the fuck it is you looking for. Literally, it ain't nothing that motherfucker can't answer.
This is the word, Google definition for the word academia. It says is a French multinational company that specializes in identity and security solutions. Their name standards for augmented identity in a connected world.
In a connected world. These individuals are nobody talk about idemia. A lot of people ain't heard of idemia, but they're one of the major factors when it's gonna come to connected worlds. He's showing you that. I was talking to a brother. I thought I was talking to you, but me and my real was talking about it. Oh, it's a spirit because a brother just did a lesson on what I'm about to say. Through the spirit, I was like, damn. I was thinking about it because iPhone and Android. This is just a small. I ain't trying to be too deep, but this how you gotta really pay attention to this devil. He got Apple and he got Android. He got two different worlds. But now Apple and Android is merged together now. Where the texting, I could text you like I'm texting an iPhone. I could FaceTime you like I'm FaceTiming an iPhone. A brother just did a lesson on that. The point of that message is that's what they're doing. They're connecting the worlds. They're connecting the worlds. They're trying to connect the spirit and the physical. They're trying to connect the worlds. You see, his way. That's what this tiny technology is about. He's showing you that from a phone standpoint, from movie standpoints, and then it's going to translate and manifest itself into how you actually deal with commerce on an everyday basis.
It's more that it says Adumia's technologies include biometric face recognition systems and other biometric identification services. It says cryptogram technology for cryptogram. Oh, biometric. Trying to break that down. What that means? Bio dealing with the body, and metrics dealing with technology. So right measurements. So what are you doing? That's transhumanism. That's mixing man with machine, man. All right. And even with the facial recognition and all that shit, that's how everything is. That's how everything is basically being programmed to. You will go to work. Everything is either fingerprint or your facial recognition, some form or type of DNA that you got to put into this little technology piece of device.
Yep.
Well, why go through all of that when I could merge both of them together, man?
Yep.
And that's the mindset Esau is coming with. You got
Yep.
it. Keep going.
I could add to that because I got it here in the Wikipedia,
Yeah.
and it say how it was originally named Morpho.
That's fair.
It was created in 1982,
Wow.
and it was originally, it says, a fingerprint identification firm.
Yep.
So the whole purpose of them establishing the IDEMIA, but that was established by Edomites, because the French, they actually Edomites. Okay, the whole purpose of them establishing that was for the sake of being able to identify people in the name of science through their technology.
Yep, because it said morpho, right? Yeah, that's. I was thinking, I couldn't remember what it was. Morpho, like morphing, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They morphed into a higher form of self. He's trying to morph, alter something. Yeah, to alter something. Wait, matter of fact, go to the Edom and see what that word morph, and then it's keep going on.
It says genetic variant of an animal. It goes back to metamorphosis. Okay, so morph is short for metamorphosis. It says a change of form or structure, action or process of changing in form.
A change, like you said, what was the word you got? Alter something. That's what you see. You just made mention about the things that's good. He's altering it. Things that were good, he's changing it. Right? Man is was deemed as good in the eyes of the Yahawashi outside and back entrance. It was deemed as good, man. But he said that's changing.
All right. The metamorphosis is a natural process. That's a process that happens naturally. That's when you naturally change. Like for an example, when a caterpillar goes in its cocoon and becomes a butterfly,
Right.
that's an example of metamorphosis. But this devil, he's not doing that. All right, he's doing transhumanism. He's forcing technology and he's forcing to mix machine with man, to mix man with machine. All right, and that's going to be a draconian law.
I seen a video, bro. Like brothers be saying that shit. I think y'all have caused that before. The one nigga had the chip and he got the thing in his mind. Now you playing Call of Duty better than Eric. Like these niggas is really doing this. That's what Yahawashi did. Yahawashi healed the lame and healed the sick and had to cause the blind to see. That's what he's doing. He caused the blind to see, the deaf to hear, the lame to walk. Those are miracles of Yahweh that Yahawashi possessed. Showing you that this man is the devil. He's not working with Yahawashi. He's not calling upon the names of Yahawashi. So that means that his new world and his technology that's backed by his concept is not of Yahawashi. See, it's not coming in righteousness. It's to consume you and to consume everything that's good. That's what this is about. To merge you into Mario mentioned about the DNA, the phones. Bro, you can do the face recognition, you got the fingerprint, you got the eye scan. What you got? It's a more on the 80. Hell yeah, go ahead. Bring it out.
Does it say, going back to the IDEMIA, it says identification. It says the facial recognition technologies proposed by IDEMIA allow for smooth passage through the airport or stadium entrances and are also used to spot people banned from the stadium, identify fugitives in crowds, or take the identity of people entering reserved areas.
See, they got going on in China. That's the same technology they got up in China. But as they citizens walk around, they show you, and if you look it up, they got squares that zoom in on their people and give you a whole motherfucking documentation of who that is, what they do, what they into, basically a whole fucking profile of the person.
They're going to my whole social credit score.
That's right, huh?
That's what we saw initially. That's what he's going to do over here. Like the brother wanted to the biometric, consume. This is about to get fucked up to where it's going to be, Jacob's trouble, and they're going to have FEMA camps out here. They're going to be using those biometrics all the way down from, like the brother was, from your eyes to your fingerprints, right to your face. But the whole thing is not. They really want to see this inside you.
They got that. They showed you that, like movies like what happened on Monday, movies like that.
Yeah. Agree.
Hey, that's my fault. Yeah. Go ahead. Was that it on that?
Yeah.
What you got? Is there more on that? It said, let's just read the bullet points. Let me get these presets.
Continuing with this IDEMIA,
It says identity, credentials, enrollment, issues, and verification of physical and digital identity credentials.
We all in the name of convenience. Because when they present, it's all leads to the MOTB. When they present the new technology, okay, it's gonna be, they're gonna make it seem like it's gonna be more beneficial. You ain't gotta worry about losing your ID. Now you gotta go wait 2 weeks to get a paper form and so on and so forth. You ain't have to worry about losing your car keys and shit like that. Because all you gotta do is take this technology and that eliminates those possibilities.
It's like you just said with the how they got it in China. It makes it easier for you to go to the airport, right? That's convenience. It says visual cards, digital display on the online banking space of users to secure online payments. It says visual cards, digital display on the online banking space of users to secure online payments.
Yep, and that's dealing with the IDEMIA, because also with the IDEMIA, it says the IDEMIA has developed biometric bank cards where the PIN code is replaced by the user's fingerprint. And just about everybody in today's society, they got a bank card. And when you scan or you swipe, you got to do what you got to put in your PIN. But then with IDEMIA, instead of you putting in your PIN, you could just use your fingerprint. But that all go back to you having to, because that's what they want you to do. To take this HIP, and that's how they're gonna be able to identify. Okay, this is him making that transaction. So on and so forth.
Exactly, bro. I gotta keep making mention of this, bro. When the Slim hit happened, and it was trying to identify who had it and where didn't have the juice. The fucking CVS, bro. The bitch walked past the goddamn CVS, and the CVS lit up blue. It lit up blue because it went off her body heat or whatever's in her shit. It determined that she didn't have the Beetlejuice. Come on, man. So this system is already in place, bro. From the light structure to everything, bro. Go ahead. What you got? Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel chapter 28, starting at verse 1.
Yeah.
The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord Yahawah, which the modern day prince of Tyrus would be Esau. Okay, the Edomites, the wicked elite bankers. So this is going into the mindset that the wicked elite bankers have today.
And Tyrus was a merchant city. That's the thing about Tyrus. Tyrus was a merchant city too. A city that had a lot of gain, a lot of money, a lot of merchandise. They had a lot of everything. They were overflowing with.
Right. That's why this is modern day Egypt. America is the modern day Tyrus, so to speak.
It says, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas. The seas talk about the people. It says, yet thou art a man and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God. So that goes back to them having that God complex. When we read in Psalms, I believe it's like 94, talk about how the Lord has created the ear. Can he not hear? How he created the eye, can he not see? That's how these devils feel. Because like you said, they trying to do everything through technology. That's why they got these different, they got the different cameras on the different street poles and so on and so forth. They feel like, shit, I created this. You think I can't see you? And so on and so forth. That's them thinking that they God.
Exactly. He want to put his image on everybody, man. Esau's image is technology. That's how he's going to alter you. That's how he's going to put his mark on you. So his technology, his creation, so to speak, which the Lord ultimately put it in his mind to create.
That's just that American mindset. Like that's the like the American symbol is the eagle. Feel me? And that bird's eye view. You know what I'm saying? When they show you like on the Animal Planet channel, show you how keen and eagle's eyesight is. I can see the smallest thing upon the ground. You feel me? That's how these devils trying to be. They want to be, they want to be all knowing. They want to know everything. That's why they want to put that. That's why they want to trick you. That's why they want to do the things that they're gonna do to you. Because they want to know everything, when it moves, how it moves. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Literally, when you fucking, when you sleeping, everything. They want to know all of it. What you thinking, what you dreamt about. They want to know it all.
Right. Yep. That's and that we like we said, man. The Census Bureau is a prime example of that. All right, knowing everything about who's in your house, how many children you possess, who your spouse is. You got to go to the put your information into the government on who you married and so forth and so forth. Yeah, God didn't do that shit. God didn't fill out them Census Bureaus, man. You know what I'm saying? My uncle was telling me about that shit. My grandmother, they didn't fill that shit out. You know what I'm saying? So he saw he like fuck. So look, the technology will do it for us because you got facial recognition, you got your DNA. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be able to be read through the technology, bro. Read that. I thought this shit, bro. That's bugged out, bro.
Wait, was that? Did you finish tonight?
Okay, come on, Salaki, bro.
This is Ezekiel 28:3. It says, "Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee."
Yeah.
And if you understand the prophet Daniel, he had high level understanding. He was able to interpret dreams that he didn't even have. And it said that these devils are wiser than Daniel. There's no secret that they can hide from thee. And guess what? That's in the form of them having control over everything and setting up their technology everywhere. They got the phones everywhere. They got TVs everywhere. Best believe that they watching the people through all these things. So that's why I said there's no secret that they can hide.
All knowing.
Yeah.
Oh, if I can add one more thing. And we didn't read it, but also with that that IDB and stuff went into, they used the word when you go into the original formation of it, like in morpho, bro, it said omni. It said omni something. Omni. Damn, I forgot the word that they had attached to it. Omni, we know omni is attached to omnipotent, like all knowing. Omnipotency, omni goes back into being all knowing, basically, man. You know? So this devil's he's claiming to be all knowing. That's his all knowing. If you know where nigga go, sleep, fish, shit, eat, whatever is that he's trying to play a form of God, bro.
They gonna know whether or not you left your door unlocked.
All type of shit, bro, because it's connected to the grid of things. It's all connected, bro. He's merging, like, bro, it's all connected, bro.
That was that movie Afraid. The brother mentioned earlier. That's what it was. They literally, that fucking technology knew everything.
The daughter, get into it with the school. They popped on the phone.
Do everything. They trying to throw out the technology because they didn't want it in the house. They do everything. And when they did, all of them rolled up on them, basically like, life is good if you just accept this way. But it's basically like it's gonna be hard if you don't accept this way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's show you that's that God complex skin, because that's the most times where you either gonna get what the Lord put out, or you gonna lay down. And that's what these devils, that's the same ideology they trying to push on the left hand side. That you gonna get with the program or you gonna lay down.
Yeah, they was trying to boast. They was boasting in that movie.
Yep.
But they were saying that the technology has become greater than the Lord's creation.
It's preeminent now.
Now it's preeminent. It has now. He was boasting and trying to gloat that he's figured out how to obtain immortality.
Yep.
That's what the technology is supposed to give, immortality.
Yeah, bro. Because the only thing that's preeminent is YAHAWASHI. The most high is like free is before. It's the beginning. It's before everything.
Oh,
now they're trying to make technology like it's before everything. Going back to like we always talk about, they started showing you when they put those fucking, like a year ago or 2 years ago, where they had those robots at the beginning of the football season attending fucking football games. Let you know what the way that they're trying to push society.
Yeah, I made a mention of this earlier, because the scripture tell you in Wisdom Solomon 12:1 that thy incorruptible spirit is in all things. Ooh. When you remove the things that the Lord created, you're trying to remove his spirit out of the earth. That's what this devil was claiming to do, man. Yep. And he was created by the Lord himself. That's a bugged out individual. Go ahead. Yeah, with our part.
This is Revelation chapter 13:7. It says, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them.
Right. This devil is using his technology to do what? To make war with the Israelites, those who fear the Most High, man. Because that's what it says. Ultimately, look, yeah, he gonna come down on all these bird brain niggas, 2/3. They don't really matter, man. It's about the ones who got this wisdom and knowledge. Scriptures say how this devil is wiser than Daniel, man. This devil think he wiser than the prophets. But in actuality, we 7 steps ahead of this devil, man. You know? And that's why we're going to overcome. It's through the word and the blood of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. But this devil, he's trying to combat that with his technology, man. He think he about to really overcome the Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI and his saints by his technology. When ultimately it's the Lord who put all of this technology into place. So what? This word could come out ultimately, man.
That's right. His NASA program has seen the chariots come in. That mighty telescope we went into at one time at camp. What's it called?
Project Looking Glass.
No, not Project Look. That too. Telescope.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Hey, you know something I want you guys to preach about? You really need it in your city here in Cleveland. Me as a black woman.
We're not dealing with that. Keep talking about it.
We're
not dealing with that.
He got this telescope that go into the sky.
Okay, well then I hope someday you'll
that see the whatever, right? The point I'm making for that, the point I was making is that he got a short time, like the scriptures say, bro. So that means we know he's about to roll this technology out. He's about to roll it. You about to see the horns on this devil, bro. Niggas think we be playing when we say this nigga the devil, bro. No, but he's the devil that the Bible speaks of, right? Everybody has an identification, bro. You have holy people, righteous people, and you have evil, wicked people.
Right.
He's considered that side, the wicked person.
Exactly. It wasn't that long ago when he was motherfucker letting dogs loose and water hoses and all that shit let loose for you niggas, man. That shit was not that long ago, man. He was showing you his horns. When he was writing laws, you had black laws, Jim Crow laws, you couldn't do certain shit, man. You was treated like an animal, man. You weren't treated like no human being. You was a 3/5 of a person, man. And they treated you as such. That shit was not long ago, man.
No, you good. You good, because y'all on point. That's the spirit, because like you said, Jake want to physically see Satan's horn. But like when you dealing with the scripts, horns is referred to what? Power. That's how they show their power, by the laws that they pass, by these new inventions, by the things that they're doing. They showing you they, like you said, they showing their horn. They showing you their power that they possess.
Yup, and then now what we getting ready to go into is the manifestation, like the face to go with it.
Yep.
These niggas still don't have an identity. They can't put the face with the shit that's going on, even though they niggas know they not. So for some reason they not putting the face with the shit that's going on. They cause why? They got a purse from this nigga. They can, you know what I'm saying? They like, I don't look. Hey, they ain't got nothing. Hey, I'm good here. Ain't got nothing to do. You'll hear that from a nigga. You go to a nigga on the street, man. What you think about this? Nigga gonna say, look, man, it ain't got nothing to do concerning me, man. Nigga, dude got something. It do got something to do with you, bro. The fact that this nigga is a mole walking on the street is affecting life, bro. It has everything to do with you, bro. What you talking about? The fact that righteousness don't reign supreme on the earth, bro, has everything to do with the way you think and the way the fucking your setup is, bro. So once we get this nigga out the way, everything can prosper, bro. Go ahead,
that's why this war has to be made.
It has to.
That's why it's mandatory that he make war with the saints, man.
Yep.
Because it's not like he gonna prevail in this war. Go ahead, brother.
Revelation 13:7, it says, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations.
Right. So power was given him over all nations, over all people in the whole realm on the world. He was given power. He was given, and it started from the beginning, from his blessing. He was given the power of the sword and the fatness of the earth. And through that power of the sword, that's how he would gain fatness of the earth. Right? The scriptures say that he was the red horse, man. Okay? Which means what? He was that power seat. That red identifying the face. The face for this shit, man. Who was that red man? Let's go back to Genesis and let's identify this shit, man. Let's break it down. We're talking about Esau. He's still here today, and he still has that red complexion, man. That's how you can identify who's that red horse taking power away from the earth. How does he take a piece away from not power? How does he take a piece away from the earth? By using that fucking sword, man. All right, and not prescribing righteousness and within his laws, man. That's how he's taking away peace from the earth.
We know, and that's what's crazy about it. Crazy about what we said, because we know the Lord got the people going to stay in that mindset until the Lord come back, because we know pursuing Isaiah 14 says, this is he, niggas, because it says this is he who had what's it say Revelation, Isaiah 14:12. Oh yeah, they had the world of derision, right? This is he that shit like the kingdoms.
Yep.
Like, it's gonna be made manifest. Like, yeah, nigga, this was he, nigga. This was the man that did all of this, man. You see? But we've been telling you the whole time, though. The prophet's been telling you. We've been put the face with the criminal.
Yeah.
That's his name. We linked his name to it. Red shield, crimson. The crimson and crime and red. We've been linked all that for you, bro.
I would say call a lawyer. One of them niggas just got just perished in the house fire.
Bro, and it's so cold, because that's the spirit. I sit there and thought, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, as you watch it, because that's made me privy to it, right? But then I saw it myself, going on these little different social media sites, you saw it, and immediately what jumped in my head was, damn, that's the judgment that the Lord is showing you, that he's about to live upon the wicked. And that's what, and I kid you not, Apostle Hart did a list entitled to that effect.
Because Apostle Tahar, he did a lesson based off the Rothschild that got his ass ate alive by that fire, that house fire in Hollywood, in America. He said that was indicative or indicative, meaning it would indicate what's gonna happen to America as a whole and to these Edomites as a whole, because that's what's coming. Because that nigga was a Rothschild, that nigga's an elite. That nigga got, especially he got resources, that nigga got wealth. Okay, he not rich, that nigga got wealth. Okay, but guess what? He got all of that, and that still didn't stop his ass from getting set on fire.
Hey, that's how you know it was the Lord, man. When you got all that wealth, man, all that money, and you still burn up in a damn house, man.
Bro,
That's the Lord.
That's it, because that's a spiritual aspect, but only the prophets know the one. That's why the Lord said, "I reveal my secrets unto the servant prophet." That was a sign unto the nation of Israel. That was a spiritual sign for the nation of Israel. Something that we could go into the prophesy. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? That's going to get ready to happen to these ones that's leading this nation of spearheading the things that's taking place in America. But I got a precept real quick to go into what the brother's saying, you know, about revealing the face of this devil, right? This 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come upon the way first." And we fell away as the nation. But see, now the Lord has what he set up our teachers before our eyes to bring back the nation of Israel, mainly the elect here in these latter days, like the brother opened up with, the ones that the Lord will have compassion and mercy on here in these perilous times.
Yeah, that our fall is how this nigga got revealed.
Right.
That identified the enemy, man.
John, go ahead.
It says, "And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition."
But the son of destruction, the one that's got the earth out of course, the one that has destroyed everything, right? Morally, physically, spiritually, everything. He's destroyed everything because his philosophy, his lies, the things that he pushes in the earth. But guess what? The Lord counted it by setting up the prophets to reveal that man, to show you these are the telltale signs or the man that he's talking about according to the scriptures.
But somebody's responsible for everything we see taking place.
That's right.
So that's why the Israelites had to come back to their heritage, because they would be associated with identify who is responsible.
Witness.
Yep, that's right.
The witness.
Right. That's why he's going to make war with the saints. Because the saints is the one exposing them. They telling the truth about all these lies he's been trying to bury. Salaki. They've been telling the truth about all these lies he's been hiding, all these lies he's been prescribing for generations and generations. You know, and not only that, but we're actually bringing the burden of Babylon. Like it says in Isaiah 13 and 1, Isaiah 19 2. We're actually bringing that burden upon this place. You got it.
Revelations 13 and 8.
You finished off study? Okay, verse 8.
Verse 8, it says, "And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the Lamb's book of life." Slain from the
Right. So that means what? The names that is written in the Lamb's book of life will be those of the elect, the prophets, right? And those who adhere to the prophet's message. Those who adhere to the prophet's message that's mixed with faith within YAHWASHI. Those who names is the ones that's being written in the book of life, man. So everybody else, they're going to have to taste that second death.
Yeah. They're the same ones that's going to be on one accord, and all four of the system being set up. All four taking the CHIP. Right?
It is slain from the foundations of the world.
They're going to be slain, man. All right? Whether it be by the beast of the field, whether it be by the nukes at the end all be all, whether it be Esau with the sword, whether it be by pestilence, however it go, they're going to be slain, man.
Okay, and that's actually talking about YAHWASHI. It said the lamb slain from the foundation of the world. Talk about how YAHWASHI, a whole lot to come on the earth and be a sacrifice for the nation of Israel was predestined from the beginning.
Bring that last verse back again.
Revelation 13 and 8 says, "And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundations of the world."
Right, calm, right. Like brother was saying, it's talking about YAHWASHI. Okay, because ultimately what? YAHWASHI was given inheritance over everything due to him being slain, due to that sacrifice that he gave, first and foremost for the elect, and then for the rest of the nation of Israel. All right, but once again, going back to the point, those who he died for first, whose names written in that book, those the ones that's going to not worship this place, man. They're not going to take the CHIP, and they're not going to worship this beast system, man. Whether it includes death or whatever it may be. Now, grab that in Revelation 12 and 11. Oh, what's all about to start at?
17, but hold up. We really let it go down to 17, so we go, right?
Hurry up, quick, huh?
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 12.
In verse 11, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb.
Who did they overcome? By the blood of the Lamb. They overcame the beast. Who is spearheading this beast system? America, Esau, Edom. All right? That's who's the red man, as it speaks about. That's hairy all over like a garment. These fucking elite rulers, man. We gonna the elect is gonna overcome them by the testimony, man. Right? It tells you the testimony of Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy. That's the burden that we're pronouncing that's bringing this place down, man. The spirit of prophecy. All of the things that's written in these scriptures, man.
It says, and by the word of their testimony, and they love not their lives unto the death.
Right. Therefore, why don't we love our lives to the death? Because we're in captivity under this devil, man. Okay? Not only that, but we can't even fulfill righteousness here in this fucking flesh, man. We not only are we bound to the flesh, we bound by Esau. Okay? So therefore, guess what? This devil not gonna overcome. That's the point. Because we're gonna overcome him by the blood which was shed through Yahawashi, which that had to happen first, and then by the word of the testimony, which was mixed with faith, that we're out here pronouncing now.
Yeah.
No, he about to jump to 17 now.
Revelation 12 and 17, and the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahawashi HaMashiach.
Right. This is the second leg of Rome, man. All right. So guess what? Just like how Esau made war with the southern tribes during ancient Roman Empire through 66 AD, the taxation through 70 AD. He's about to do it on the grand scale that's gonna overpass 70 AD now, man. He's about to do a high level persecution of all the Israelites, man. But specifically those who fear the Heavenly Father. Specifically those that speaking out against this devil. The ones that rise up against the prey, man.
Yeah, that dragon, that beast, right? That nigga's about to do it all over again. That woman in Israel, the remnant in the elect, they the ones that hold the testimony, the commandments of the Lord, which is being a witness unto this man's crimes, bro. See? And now soon the fucking the one that's being on trial is gonna come for the ones that was witnessing to his crimes, man. So Lord willing, this camp was edifying. We'd like to give all honor and glory, infinite praise and worship to
Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH.
double honor, so powerful, elder, bitch, the great millstone, peace, citation to the hopeful lay. Until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.